Well, hello all pro wrestling fans. We are back, and it's time for our main event. Matt Carlos challenging Mr. Wrestling number 4 for the APW Worldwide Internet Champion, as we see the entrance of the Out of Control one, as we see Matt Carlos coming to the ring.
Matt Carlos looks a little tame right now, maybe focused on the match in hand, which is good. This is an incredible opportunity for Mr. Matt Carlos going into this championship match against Mr. Wrestling number 4.
Now, I hate to take away from this main event, but Matt, I have to ask you,
Matthew,
what was that like in that room with Corvus and Larry and everything that was going on?
Honestly, John, it was a very disturbing experience, and I really don't feel like sharing with you or the millions of people watching this show.
All right, well, that is your prerogative, and we're going to go straight to this main event. Matt Carlos is fired up. This crowd is fired up for this main event. We hope that you are fired up at home as well. It's time for the All Pro Wrestling Worldwide Internet Championship match. You
know what I'll say? The one thing that irritates me the most about Matt Carlos is the fact that he calls himself Matt. How degrading is that to himself? Matthew Carlos. How great does that sound? Out of Control, Matthew Carlos. I think it's music to my ears. The fans are waiting on the entrance of your champion, your worldwide internet champion, Mr. Wrestling number 4.
Well, there's the music. And the man should be coming out soon. Don't forget, folks, to follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/allprowrestling for all your pro wrestling updates. And also, comment, rate, subscribe. All the great videos on All Pro Wrestling's YouTube channel, youtube.com/allprowrestling. You will find this man, the All Pro Wrestling Worldwide Internet Champion, Mr. Wrestling number 4, on a good amount of those videos.
Absolutely ridiculous. Watch this. Watch this right here, what Mr. Wrestling number 4 is about to do. Can't he warm up in the back before coming out to meet his opponent out in the ring? Why does he have to do this in front of everyone?
Well, I think it's a matter of respect. I think he's showing respect to Matt Carlos. He's saying, Matt, I know you're at the top of your game. I'm going to make sure I'm at the top of my game, even if it means I need to keep warming up on my way out to the ring.
Absolutely ridiculous. He comes out here and he dances like a fool in front of all these people, not focused on the match at hand, on his title defense against Matt Carlos. Has a lot of fire, a lot of energy coming into this incredible opportunity for the young wrestler. Mr. Wrestling number 4 is coming out here, jabbering with the fans, dancing, put his 4 in his head.
Didn't you try to sign Mr. Wrestling number 4?
I did, and because of garbage like this that I cut him loose. I gave him the opportunity to turn his back on all of these sheep, and what did he do?
He turned his back on you.
He turned his back on me, which is a completely wrong choice. But you know what? You have a chance to see Mr. Wrestling number 4 continue to make that wrong choice at our next APW TV taping, which is December 4th at the APW Garage, world famous APW Garage. Go to www.allprowrestling.com for all of the details.
Well, Mr. Wrestling number 4, he's got that internet title, that prestigious purple belt around his waist, and now he's going to step into the ring. It's time for him to defend the All Pro Wrestling Worldwide Internet title, a title that has so much history behind it. It is one of the top titles in this business, and I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup here today.
I will have to admit, I am looking forward to watching this match, too. I want to see Mr. Matt Carlos, Mr. Matthew Carlos, if you will, shine in this and show all of the APW sheep why he doesn't necessarily need them.
Let's go down to ringside for the introductions.
The following contest is scheduled for a 30-minute time limit or one fall. The referee for this contest, Senior APW official Tom Kester. And this contest is for the All Pro Wrestling Worldwide Internet Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Union City, California, weighing in at 173 pounds. He is a 2008 APW Boot Camp graduate, Rookie of the Year, Young Lions Cup winner, and the winner of the 2010 Pick the Battle Royal winner. He is Out of Control, Matt Carlos. And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 184 pounds, he is the All Pro Wrestling Worldwide Wrestling number 4.
And we will be back after these next commercial messages with your main event. The Worldwide Internet Championship is on the line. There it is, the APW Worldwide Internet Championship. We are back. It is main event time. Mr. Wrestling number 4 defends his title against out of control Matthew Carlos.
Well, Matt Carlos, he said it's time. It's time for him to get that brass ring. It's time for him to get that belt, and now he's going to do it. Mr. Wrestling number 4 and Matt Carlos are going to lock up and tie up. Here we go.
What an incredible opportunity this is for Matthew Carlos to come in here and shine, come in here and try to win that championship away from Mr. Wrestling number 4, somebody who doesn't even deserve to have that championship around his waist. And once Matthew Carlos does win the APW Worldwide Internet Championship, I will be back there with a contract in hand, ready, willing, waiting to manage the next stage of his career.
Well, Mr. Wrestling number 4 looking to put in a full Nelson there, but Matt Carlos counters and gets a quick roll-up, only one.
And that's where out of control Matthew Carlos strives. That's where he shines. He is so out of control, so unpredictable. Mr. Wrestling number 4 has no idea what's going to come at him. How is he going to go up against the unpredictable nature of Matthew Carlos?
And vice versa, Matt Carlos has been training with the All-Pro Wrestling Commissioner, J.J. Perez, on different ways to counter Mr. Wrestling number 4. Matt has been training on ways to get out of that dreaded figure 4 leg lock, and now it looks like Mr. Wrestling number 4's got his work cut out for him. Matt Carlos is not going anywhere. He's got him here in a test of strength. Both men trying to bridge the other over, and it looks like Mr. Wrestling number 4 is going to be successful. Matt Carlos on his head and his toes here.
Well, Matthew Carlos is one of those surprisingly strong individuals. Looking at him, he doesn't necessarily look very imposing. He's not huge. He's not completely jacked up like the boss Derek Sanders might be. But Matthew Carlos is a very strong wrestler in there. He trained to
well, look at that counter. Rolls through only 2.
Matthew Carlos able to get out of it. Good job there. But he spends a lot of time in the gym. He's got a lot of strength behind him. Deceiving strength, if you will.
Well, he's been doing Hindu squats all the way to the ring. He's got great leg strength, which helps when it comes time for that dreaded figure 4 leg lock that we were speaking of earlier. And when he applies that, it's over. The ball game is done, and if he applies that here, he's going to walk out still the All-Pro Wrestling Worldwide Internet Champion.
And Mr. Wrestling number 4 able to reverse, gets Matt Carlos onto his stomach. Matthew Carlos, if you will.
Both men showing I think both men are testing each other. I think what they're doing here is they're saying, look, this is what I'm bringing to the table. Show me what you've got. Show me what you're bringing to the table, and we'll see who's the better man here. As Mr. Wrestling number 4 with a unique pinning opportunity there, only gets the 2. And now he's got him. He's got his head in a cravat there. He's got him in the center ring. He's going to try to bring him down.
Matthew Carlos trying to find that opening for him to get out of this maneuver, trying to get the leverage, the higher ground.
And he counters him by putting his foot right behind the knee, right behind the kneecap there, and he's able to take him down.
Modified dragon suplex, or dragon sleeper, it seems.
And it looks like he's got it applied, but Mr. Wrestling number 4 is going to try to fight out of it here. And both men showing their strength in the early going of this match. You got to think that's got to wear them down here as Mr. Wrestling number 4 takes a side headlock.
This match so far has been almost Greco-Roman in style.
Matt Carlos, of course, a graduate of the APW boot camp, as we see a tackle and a cover. 1, 2, only 2.
There's the speed of Mr. Wrestling number 4. He needs to make sure that Matt Carlos doesn't have any time to breathe at all. Tackling straight into the pin. You don't see that often. Most times, most wrestlers will take a moment to think about what they're going to do next.
Well, of course, Matt Carlos challenged Mr. Wrestling number 4 to this match. As we see Matt Carlos take down Mr. Wrestling number 4, runs into the ropes, drop down. Oh, and he tripped him up. Mr. Wrestling number 4 tripped him up. Oh, and there's that pin. There's that crucifix pin that I was about to talk about.
That's exactly what J.J. Perez showed Matthew Carlos before the match.
Well, a week ago, Mr. Wrestling number 4 came out to California from Atlanta, Georgia a week early to train, to get some extra ring time here at the All-Pro Wrestling Garage. And when he got here, what did he find? He found Matt Carlos in the ring training with the commissioner, J.J. Perez.
There we go. Lock up, tie up in the middle of the ring again. So far, I would call this match even between Mr. Wrestling number 4 and Matthew Carlos.
I think if there were judges' scorecards and the match was to end right now, it would go to the cards, because these two are putting it all on the line. They know what it takes to win that internet title, and what remains to be seen is will Matt Carlos win that internet title in his first title matchup here in All Pro Wrestling.
I believe he has all of the strengths. He's got everything in his favor. He has an incredible opportunity. I know I've said it again and again and again, but this is the biggest match of Matthew Carlos' career so far.
Well, he's got him in a head scissors there in the center of the ring, but Mr. Wrestler number 4 able to counter. And now it looks like he's got him in a dragon sleeper of his own right there in the center of the ring.
I will say the one thing that Matthew Carlos is missing is me, Matthew Theall, in his corner. If I was in his corner right now, Matthew Carlos would have this match.
Well, he's got him in a cover there, but Mr. Wrestling number 4 kicks out. What makes you think that, Matt?
Matthew. And I don't just think it, John Roberts. I know it. I am the greatest mind in professional wrestling. Don't forget it. My advice is key to victory. Every time I open my mouth, gold is spewed from it. Remember that. Remember that.
Well, a Luthez press and a big right hand from Mr. Wrestling number 4, showing him some of that old school technique. Cover, hook the leg. He hooked both legs, the far one with his arms and the back one with his legs. Very unique cover there by Mr. Wrestling number 4, trying to put all of his pressure on the hips of Matt Carlos so he couldn't kick out. Unfortunately, he's able to muster the strength and kick out. The match continues. And this crowd is split right down the middle, folks. I don't know if you can hear it at home, but half the garage is cheering for Matt Carlos. Half of them are cheering for the champion, Mr. Wrestling number 4. And a leg drop from Matt Carlos there, showing his speed and agility. Cover, hook of the leg 1, only gets the 2. And now he's going to put him in a chin lock there and apply that knee right into the spinal column of Mr. Wrestling number 4.
You need to keep in mind the age difference between Mr. Wrestling number 4 and Matthew Carlos. We're not sure exactly how old Mr. Wrestling number 4 is, but I think it's safe to say that he is older than Matthew Carlos. And anything you can do to wear him down the neck, the spine, the hips, anything is going to work to Matthew Carlos' advantage.
Well, every time we try to go visit Mr. Wrestling number 4 at his room at the Ramadas, we see a big vertical suplex from him there. He always stays in room 004 at the Ramada, and every time we try to go talk to him to find out more information about him, as we see him with a cover there, only gets the 2. We're always told, go away, kid, I'm focusing. I'm getting ready for my match, and this week even more so. We couldn't even get close to room 004 to have a word with Mr. Wrestling number 4. Big European uppercut in the corner, getting ready to whip him across the ring, that old school. Matt Carlos spun all the way around. Mr. Wrestling number 4 looking for the big splash. Matt Carlos moves out of the way.
Out of control, out of the way. Being whipped across the ring, slowing down his momentum by doing that twirl, and then finally able to get out of the way, dodge Mr. Wrestling number 4 as he comes in for that splash.
Matt Carlos in control with an elbow right into the spine of Mr. Wrestling number 4. Both men on their knees, fighting with everything they have.
But the question remains, how long is it going to be until Mr. Wrestling number 4 gets control of the match again? And European uppercut seems to have done the job.
Yeah, he's knocked Matt Carlos loopy, and now it looks like he's going to drop him down, but oh, and he does so. Cover, hook of the leg 1, 2. Folks, we have to go to commercial break. 2 count only. We'll be right back.